For those of you that want to know about the basics of contracts, start here. Just in general, what is a contract? A contract is an agreement between two people or two parties, two at least. In order for a contract to be enforceable, a contract must be entered into knowingly. You must know that it is a contract. It must be entered into intelligently and intentionally. You intended to enter into the contract. There's no such thing in real law as a one-sided contract where one party draws up some information, draws up the contract, that is, and have the other party sign it without understanding what it contains fully. It's called full disclosure. All of the points must be highlighted in the contract, but most common people never read, as they say, the fine print or the small writing. We don't read the contract oftentimes from beginning to the end with understanding. That is what that person who draws the contract up should do, is explain anything that you have in question. Did you not also know that you can alter and or change anything in the contract? Oftentimes we don't believe that we have the power. Once an officer, for example, of the bank draws up a contract or bring you an agreement, and they say all this is saying is this, just sign there. All this is saying is this, just initial there. All this is saying is this, sign your name there. They don't break it down to you line upon line, sentence and paragraph by paragraph. They don't do that. So you often find yourself behind the 8 ball down the road when something occurs. When you find out that there's a levy or your wages are being garnished in the bank, for example. You say, how could they do that? They have a copy of the contract that you signed and agreed to. You consented to allow them to take control over your account. Did you not know that? That's every contract, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm encouraging you to understand this again today. Make sure, even if it takes you taking the contract with you and going home and taking a couple days, maybe 3 days or a week, and read it before you sign it with full understanding of what it is implying or what it entails before you sign it, so that you're not upset and out of pocket a lot of expense later on. So again, I recap. A contract is an agreement between two parties or two people. You both must have the same understanding on the terms of the contract, and you must agree to those terms on a contract. If one party does not agree with any terms that are contained therein, you have the right to draw a line through it and initial it and make an amendment to it. And then the other party, if they accept that change that you made, you can continue on with the signing process, which is the last thing that you absolutely do. You never sign it and then read it. You read it with full understanding and or disclosure, transparency. You ask questions that you feel that you don't understand about it, and you move forward that way. But don't sign your life away without understanding. That is so foolish, and so many people do it every single day. Okay? So I hope this was of some help to you. Never sign a contract without understanding what it is that you're signing. Understanding is not enough. You also must know. And if you know, the next step is acceptance. Do you accept what you know now? If you accept the terms of that contract or agreement, then and only then do you sign your name, because your name is what makes it in effect, is what gives it teeth, is what gives it strength, is what makes it binding. Your signature. Your signature means sign of nature. Sign of nature, signature. Okay, this is Brother Teacher. So long.